I want to make some tufted armor, and that is what I'm going to do. So people have made tufted corsets, tufted on their shirts, tufted on jackets, tufted vases, upholstery. Now, tufted armor. And here's why. Okay, I love armor. Yeah, armor is cool. Who doesn't, honestly? And I want my own set. But I decided I want to add a little bit of spice. A little spice, a little sparkle, you know. I make rugs. I mean, I haven't made rugs in some months. I think the last time I did was in December or January. But you know, I have made quite a bit. And I decided I want to go ahead and incorporate tufting into this armor making. So my goal is the tufted knight. I purchased some PDF files from Camu Cosplay where they have a ton of patterns available. I picked out these pieces here because it's going to be technically kind of like a rug. I mean, yes, it will be rug. It's because it won't really have like a shape. I'm going to still make the armor out of EVA foam, and then from there I'm going to trace the pattern onto my tufting frame, tuft that out, and then glue it onto the EVA foam so it still has like shape. See, I think that could work, hopefully. And I also kind of want to try to make a sword and a shield. It all sounds easy, and I really hope it is, but every time I come up with something, I feel like it's always a little bit harder than I anticipate. Alrighty, I guess no time to start like now. So we are off to the store. Okay, I got my I got my hip pieces done. Okay, so I cut them out last night. I dremeled and attached them this morning. I know the seams are really ugly. Okay, it's been a long time, like I said, but it doesn't matter because again, we're gonna go over the seams. No one's gonna see them. The only ones that know that exist is me and you. We are the only ones. But yeah, so here are the hip pieces. I feel like I have to like re-glue some of it too. Hopefully not. I don't know. Not contact cement. What is it? Barg? Super fun to mess with. I'm gonna go to work. I figured that recording myself messing with EVA foam, there's so many videos on it. Do you really need to see me do it? But I don't know. Yeah, when it comes to the tufting stuff, that's what I'll be recording. Anyways, bye. Okay, so today is tufting day, and this is the fabric that you used to tuft on.
Alright, so I had to pause here because I explained this part horribly. So the reason why you want your tufting fabric pulled tightly is because if it's not, it could lead to rips or holes, and you don't want that. So just make sure it's tight. It takes a few minutes to do, but obviously definitely worth it.
I'm gonna go ahead and project this onto my projector, put this on here. I'll place my bracer on here just to make sure the size is correct, and we shall tuft.
Okay, now that it's been 24 hours, I can cut out the piece, and then I went ahead and I hot glued these sides. Generally the job looks a bit cleaner than that, but whatever, it's fine. And then from there, I went ahead and I shaved and then carved out the details.
Here's what it looked like before and after. This turned out so clean. There are a few mishaps. So when you're tufting, or I'm sorry, when you're shaving, you want to be really careful not to push down really hard. And I ended up doing that here. So there is that little problem. And then there's definitely parts where like the yarn didn't stay in all the way. So like some of them came out on this side. I'm thinking I'm gonna redo my bracers anyways, because I think that I wanna add like, I wanna make this a brighter yellow and then make the dark yellow kind of like shadows, or like just add it as little accents around here just to make it pop a bit more. I also think I wanna add some dark gray like around the edges, kind of like shading, because I think it looks a little flat. I was contemplating that before I even tapped it in the first place if I wanted to do that, and then I decided I don't know. But now I'm actually seeing it, I want to do that. Plus they're not even, so it gives me time to redo it anyways. But what I'm gonna do is just, I'm gonna put this on some UVA phone and zip it up and zip it up anyways, because I wanna see what it would look like, because I'm really excited actually, so we'll be right back. Okay, here is my bracer. This is not the dumbest thing I've ever made, but pretty close. I'm glad. This is basically gonna be my prototype. I decided that I'm gonna remake them. I want to add like highlights and shading, and I think I'm gonna actually use a different gray. I'm gonna use a darker gray than this and then use this as like a highlight basically. The zipper really worked, which is great. Here is the glue job. It looks disgusting because I did not shape the EVA foam before gluing it, which is so ridiculous. Like, duh, okay? But anyways, at least now I know what I am working with. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have to go to the craft store later and get some extra yarn. Until then, I'm going to trace my other pattern pieces onto the frame and start touching later.
Okay, so what I try to do here is trace the solid hip piece. Instead of using the pattern, because it comes in two curved pieces, since its purpose is to use it with EVA foam, I try to just trace the solid piece that's already assembled to avoid seams. Just letting you know right now. This definitely failed, but hey, it was worth a shot.
So here's my hip piece. It is now done. You can tell where my yarn got a bit tight in some spots, and I had to like pull at it so that way it went in. But for the most part, it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it now and test that out before I make any other pieces, just in case this does not work.
It did not work. So yeah, here we are using the pattern piece that I printed. Also, check out that angle. Wow, I'm such a professional.
Alrighty, I have one of the sides cut out. Let's see if this works. I just have to glue it to some felt, shave it, and then glue it through the piece, and then from there I just do rinse and repeat. Just rinse and repeat. Okay, so here are the two pieces shaved down. I think I might go in a bit more with this one. So here's how it looks. I really hate the seam. Like, I'm not crazy about it. I'm wondering if I should just like try and shave it down as flat as I possibly could, or leave it, or just like maybe just add like a ribbon or something that's this color down the center. Cause yeah, that seems annoying. Like the area where the piece would fall, and I'm just gonna like glue magnets all around it. Will this stick? No, it won't. I'm an idiot because I wasn't paying attention to how I glued the magnet. Okay, so now that I have this all glued in, it like they're just not strong enough, I guess. There's gotta be a way for me to do this. I mean, I guess I could try Velcro. I have a lot of Velcro, so. Good news, Velcro works. It looks kind of really cool. Right. EVA foam. Done. For the armor piece, I'm gonna strap them from the side. That's what I decided I'm gonna do. These seams are pretty ugly. That's fine, because I'm gonna be covered. Is the pattern that I'm using for the gauntlets, because I can't not have a gauntlet. It would just be weird. It would just look really weird, especially with like a tufted bracer. So I was gonna use these gloves, but they're really big. But I ordered some welding gloves that were a small, men's small, I think, for this pattern. So I'm trying to figure out like what I will be tufting, what pieces are tufting and what will just be like glued. So these are the finger pieces. This is the pointer finger piece. Also, I'll include, here's where I got the pattern from. I got it on Etsy and it's from this creator. Anyways, here's the pointer finger, for example. So like this is gonna be glued onto the glove, this part and this part, and this is the knuckle. So I'm gonna be tufting these pieces and tufting all of these. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually trace this on the EVA foam or just tuft it. I think I might do EVA foam, so I'm gonna make like 4 gloves essentially. All right, so here are all the gauntlet pieces for both hands right here and up top. That's a lot of tufting to do, but at least it's small. Okay, so I totally forgot to mirror or flip some of these finger pieces. So do that. So that way, once for the left hand, once for the right hand. Not every piece had to be flipped. Like some I actually did right, but the finger pieces are not correct. Okay, so today's gauntlet day. Today we're just gonna focus on the gauntlets. I've been holding this off because it seems like a lot, but I think I have an idea of how I'm going to go about this. So you can't just assemble it like a regular EVA foam gauntlet since there's overlapping pieces and I'm using rug material. I can't really overlap them without it being like bunched up. So yeah, bunched up. I don't know why. We'll jump into it. Once I'm done working on something, I'll let you know what I've done. Okay, now that I have all my little pieces here, I'm gonna go ahead and shade them all. What I've tufted is definitely bigger than the pieces itself, but it's fine. I know the back looks ugly. What I ended up doing towards the end was just like cutting it as close as I possibly could and then just hot gluing the ends, which looks so much better. And I probably should have done that with all my other pieces, but whatever, it is what it is. It's fine. Worst case scenario, I just paint the edges so you don't see like the white fabric. But all right, let's just shave and make a mess. Okay, so I glued all these little pieces here. They're gonna go on the gauntlet. Now, I can go ahead and cut these out and I'm going to just hot glue them onto these pieces here. Then go back outside and then cement glue all this together. So here's what the first layer looks like. And it looks okay, I think. Definitely going to have to get some like gray paint in between here. I wish I used gray tufting fabric instead of the white, but it's fine. What we have going on so far, I know it looks kind of weird, but this is the first and second portion of the gauntlet. It kind of looks like nothing other than a big chunk of fabric. So I don't know. So far I'm not loving it, but I'm gonna just keep going because I did all this work, so I kind of have to see how it plays out. My situation is that the third row is so tidy. Like, you're not gonna, I won't be able to glue the other pieces. You won't be able to see it. So I think I'm gonna have to just like maybe glue a couple strips of like EVA foam above it, so that way it brings it down a bit more. Maybe. I hope that works, because that's really, I mean, I could just cut out these pieces again, but bigger, but I don't really want to do that, honestly. Hi, Gigi. Oh my goodness. Okay. Come here. But, oh my god. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see, I guess. Maybe I should have just made the gauntlet out of EVA foam, but it just wouldn't, I feel like it just wouldn't go with what like I'm going for, which is making a whole set of armor using tufted fabric. So yeah. Good morning. It is morning, and I was supposed to finish the gauntlet last night, but I didn't because I came across a problem. But I have a solution, so let me go ahead and show you what's going on here. Okay, so all the pieces that I've tufted, like all of this that I've put my time into, all these little pieces that I've carved out, I don't even get to use them. So my problem here is this. I needed these pieces to cover over the second row. So it kind of stuck out, right? So I had to pull the attachments apart, and now it kind of looks really ugly. But then there was this situation. My glove doesn't fit all the way. So there's two things I could do for this here. One, I could just get a different zipper and then like tuck this all in, but it still defeats the need for all the pieces that I've tufted in and cut out of EVA foam. I could also just like cut where my wrist is at, kind of, maybe. I don't even know if I should do that because I feel like it's really short. Maybe. Like I can cut like right here, obviously where it meets, and then just like add some EVA foam pieces here to kind of like make it flare out, which I think I would rather do instead. Could have just used these the whole time because one, they fit over it, and doesn't look like too bad. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to paint it obviously and take all the pieces off of this, which I cement glued, contact cement glued. It just, I bought these gloves for this purpose, so I'm just kind of, I don't know, it's just funny how you make something and you won't realize it won't turn out well until you do the thing. I mean, I also should have done a size test right when they came in the mail, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to use this because for the most part, this will be covered. I can also paint this black, which I will definitely be doing. I just rip it off. Update. Yeah, I don't want to show you. I don't want to show you. They're so ugly. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. Oh my god. I wanted this to work out so bad, but they just look weird. Like, it looks not like the gauntlet. It's just because it's so bulky. Like, I don't know, maybe if I made the pieces even smaller, like, or there it is. It's so painful. It's so painful to show you that because it's so ugly. So honestly, I think I might just accidentally fucking wearing gauntlets. I know that might look not as cool, I guess. I'm just really disappointed and bummed because all this work and trial and error and attempting and it just I failed on this. Okay, this was a fail. Yeah, you can't even tell. Okay, yeah, whatever. Anyway. Well, I finally finished, and that was tiring. I didn't film the last day because I saw the finish line. I just wanted to get it done. Honestly, this is such a tough project, but now I get to try it all on, and hopefully it all works out. We'll see. So here is what we look like. Oh, I can't fit in my chair. Okay, well, since I can't fit in my chair, stand it. Okay, this actually looks so much cooler now that it's all put on. I've never had a piece of armor properly fit, I guess. I will say some of the Velcro strips are not securely on, so I'm gonna have to like hot glue them in place. And it is really, really toasty. This is so warm. I am sweating under here. But besides that, I look really cool. So I'm very proud of myself, even though it didn't come out exactly how I pictured. Like this kind of looks a little funny in the front, but I really like the back. Like, I think the back, when it comes to the armor, is probably one of my favorite pieces. Yeah, this was such a fun project to do, just to see if I can do it. And it really challenged me, like a lot. If you have any tufting questions, definitely let me know, because I can possibly help you out. I've definitely made, well, this is now one of the weirdest things I've ever tufted. So yeah, anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next project, because I do have a few things that I want to do. So eventually I will be back. See ya.